All right. Thank you guys for being patient. I don't know what that's about. There's two different computers. There's a Rode mic. There's a Yeti mic. There's all types of stuff going on. Usually it works. Now, last week, the audio was distant. That's because I did not use a mic. So that was why it sounded like that. This week, I don't know what's going on. All right. So if anything happens, just let me know. I'll check the comments because that's the only way I know if you guys can't hear me or something, is going on. All right. So thank you for that. And thank you for being patient. So let's start all over again. Like we just got here. Welcome to SameTeam Sundays. I am your host, Averi Woodley. And today's topic, the pick me and Pickmeisha trend. All right. So I do speak on this a little bit because you all know it was new to me, but today I am going deeper into it. And when I say deeper, I wrote a whole dissertation on it. No, but I'm definitely going to go deeper into it as it pertains to me and just some things overall when I looked into it more. And there's a whole reason why I decided to talk about this. One is because I wanted to choose a topic this Sunday. We had an amazing guest last Sunday. Meredith, her stream is still up, and there still are some more little clips from that stream that I am posting. One I posted earlier today. So that was from there. But this Sunday, I just wanted to do a different topic, something that was a little bit more personal based on the current things that are going on with YouTube. And then I recently collaborated with Dondre Whitfield, and we were just doing something called the Helpmate Hacks. And just when I started looking in comments and going over feedback and all of that, I love the support that I am getting. Even some of you guys that are like, I agree, but I disagree. That is perfectly okay. We're not all supposed to agree with each other. So I do love the support from my men, my kings, my brothers. I love you. And to my women that support me, my queens, my sisters, I love you as well. Now, with that being said, the more comments are coming in, conversations going. Have you seen that pick me? She's a Pickmeisha. She's this, she's that. Oh, I agree with this, but I feel like she's a pick me because, all right? So that's why I was like, you know what? Let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. And first, if you want to call me a pick me or a Pickmeisha, by all means, please do so. You can also put some respect on my name. So since I am divorced, there is no longer a Mrs., but you can call me Miss Pickmeisha Woodley. You can call Miss Pick Me Woodley or anything that you want to. But the point is that you are talking about it. And that is what I am here to do. I want to create conversations. I want you to talk about it. Even if you are against me or if you love me, talk. Talk is good, all right? So that's on that. That's on what is it? Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. But let's go ahead and just, talk about some current things that are going on. Now, normally I would not do this. I would like to hear you all's comments about the whole thing with Kirk Franklin and his son, all right? Somebody said, we love pygmies. Thank you. Oh, guys, look, so I tried to pull my braids back today. They're really long and put on a little type of different, little button-up shirt. I should have put some glasses on for you. All right. Yes. Okay. So Myra, I'm going to get to the definition for sure. We're going to get to the whole, I have a couple of definitions and we're going to get to all of that. But I was trying to bring the topic up first before we decide to, dive into it. What are my thoughts? Oh, excuse me. Okay, and I do not have COVID. I have allergies and my window's open and it's like pollen and stuff. So I have this dry cough. I just want to give that disclaimer right now. The Derrick Jaxn situation. Is that the guy from Don't Even Get Me Going? That is the young man that I guess he's on YouTube and he supposedly cheated on his wife or did cheat on his wife? Let me know in the comments. And the Saweetie, I want to call her Sweetie, Saweetie and Quavo. I was discussing that earlier because I started to see people doing videos on it and comments. I'm gonna get back to Derrick Jaxn as well. But Saweetie and Quavo, people, commenting on it, putting a post saying, there he goes. He's just like the rest of them. And then things with her. This is what I do not have a stance on that at all. So I'm not getting into that. But what I do have a stance on is that you can split up with people. You can break up. Not every relationship is forever. Some relationships, people just, outgrow each other. Some of them, yes, somebody may have been betrayed or there may have been some dishonesty or anything like that. But you can split up and you don't have to publicly, if it is a public relationship, you don't have to publicly go against the other person or air their dirty laundry, or all of a sudden, at one point you were singing their praises, but now you want to throw dirt on their name. You don't have to do that. Even if they do something to betray you or disrespect you, you can still just bow out gracefully. No need to try to get us, to say things to get somebody on one side or the other. And yes, men and women both do it. Women will do it if a guy has cheated on them, and then all of a sudden, all their fans and their fan base are going against the guy. Men do it when women do something wrong and they want to, say that we're crazy or we're deranged or we're emotional. So either way, you shouldn't, you don't need to do that to the person. If you are adults, if you got in a relationship and you were doing grown-up stuff, act like grown-ups when you split up, period. Oh yeah. Okay. So Derrick Jaxn. Now I did know he was the opposite of Kevin Samuels. I definitely knew that. Okay. So I missed the comments. Oh, don't forget, we do have the super chat. But Cash App, PayPal is all across the bottom. Plus, I don't think they take a percentage of that. But no, use the super chat for sure. If you want me to see your comments or just to support or anything, I'm gonna go back up and look for this Derrick Jaxn stuff. What is going on? So wait, let me look. Go ahead. If you put it in the comments, go ahead and put it again. I did see something about him, cheating, I guess. And I'm on my phone. I'm going to look it up. But that does give a little bit of my opinion when it comes to stuff. And here's another thing. Human beings are not perfect, okay? Whatever, if people want to call, title themselves a good man or a good woman, that does not mean a perfect man. That does not mean a perfect woman. We are made of flesh. Flesh is weak. We mess up. We make mistakes. Or we just make conscious decisions to mess up, to disrespect somebody. Whatever it is, I don't know why people put certain people on a pedestal. Or I don't know why people put themselves on a pedestal like they are above mess ups and screw ups, because they're gonna happen. And honestly, I feel like if they're not paying my bills, it really doesn't, concern me. But all of a sudden people want to act like they're so heartbroken. Like, oh my God, this man cheated. Did you think he was perfect? Did you think he was above something like that? Or if a woman does it, like, oh, I can't believe I thought she was this, this, and this. Like, come on, they're human beings. Okay, and it's alleged. Okay, so I'm saying it's alleged. But here's the thing. Why does it matter? I'm just saying. Like, why does it matter? Why do we think that people are above? I'm going back to that. And I get it. We may look up to people. People may be role models or mentors or whatever. But they are human beings. They will mess up. And then some people will talk about one thing and represent a certain image, but they're not living that life. And then that's also on us, because we, gravitate towards certain people and certain images, and we block out and forget the fact that they may not be living like that. They may not believe everything that they say, or, they have a bunch of skeletons in their closet or whatever. All I know is that I have messed up a ton of times. And I am not perfect. I will continue to mess up. And if there was a camera up in my life over the years, Lord only knows, because your girl was a hot mess at points. That's because I'm human. We learn and we grow. Oh, would I be okay with a man having a side chick? No, not personally, not with me. Would he be okay with me having a guy on the side? Now, if that's somebody's, when you get into relationships, everybody has their own rules, all right? There are some people who are in a relationship and they know they may both talk and it may be okay. They may both talk to other people and that's fine. That's their, that's their rules for their relationship. That has nothing to do with me. I personally, if I'm with somebody and they don't want me speaking to anybody else or dating other people, then I don't want them doing that either. We need to hold each other to the same, standards and requirements. Who is asking if I've ever cheated? What? Of course I have. Like, I'm 38 years old. Of course. I bet you didn't think I was going to say that. All right. Oh, really quick. I said I was going to touch on this because some people asked my opinion about this whole Kirk Franklin thing, everything with his son. Same thing. Human. He's a man. He's a father. People have family, disagreements and things that we do not know. You only know what you see. You only know what is being put out there. At the end of the day, what matters is that their relationship can be healed and repaired in some way, some fashion. It's not too late. They're both still, living. And that's what's important, is that if there is something there to repair, that it can happen and they go through the necessary steps. All right. That's it. All right. So yes, of course you didn't expect that. Like, I had a boyfriend when I was 16. Like, it's a part of life. Most people have cheated or talked to somebody else. Look, 38 years of living, and I've had boyfriends and everything like that. Of course. Like, I wasn't married when I was younger. So yes, I cheated. Now, do I agree with that? Do I think it's okay? No, but I was young. I was living my life. I probably had trust issues and all types of stuff. So if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, I didn't say like, woo, woo, right here. Yep, I'm a cheater. That's not what I'm saying. But it's funny that somebody asked me that and thought that I was going to lie and be like, oh no, I've never cheated. What, I had a boyfriend even in college. I was at Michigan State. Yes, I cheated. Definitely did. Would I do it now? No. But have I? Yes. Queen Butterfly has never cheated. That's amazing. But I have for sure. Now, the reasons why I did are though, were they justified? No. But because I was young, I was a female, I was not a woman, and I did not have the mindset that I have now. No, back then I justified them because what did I do? Oh, my boyfriend cheated? I'm going to cheat on you. Ha, ha, ha. That tit for tat, back and forth, self-sabotage. No, that is not healthy. That is not mature, but it is a part of life. And for when I did it, it was pretty much age appropriate. I'll put it that way. All righty. So now we are going to hold on, I gotta get my water. Because I do have this tickle. I should have had it in a cup. Can you give me a cup really quick? So I have to turn this bottle up. Thanks. Myra asked about what is a Pickmeisha and all of that. Obviously, you guys know. Oh, L. Nixon. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much. All right. So she asked me what a pick me was and can I define it? I'm sure there are a couple definitions and people throw their own little, seasoning on them. But so the Urban Dictionary definition of a pick me is a person who begs for the attention, acceptance, and approval of a certain group in different things they say. All right. So in most cases, this is to attain attention, acceptance, and approval of the opposite sex. So that is a pick me. So basically, I am a pick me because there are certain things that I say this is according to them, that I say to get the attention of men. All right. Also, a pick me can be a woman who puts down other women to gain the attention of men and to get chose. All right. So I have Pickmeisha is a woman who is consumed with landing a man, or if she has one, she's consumed with making excuses for his bad behavior because he is a man. So to me right here, a Pickmeisha sounds like all you care about is landing a man. That's what they said. So all I care about is landing a man because I have problems getting men. And if I have a man, I'm going to excuse all of his bad behavior simply because he's a man and I absolutely adore him and men can do no wrong. Okay, that's what you're called. So right now, the pick me, the Pickmeisha. Now, oh, thank you. All right. Okay, so another form of Pickmeisha is a woman who screams, pick me, pick me. It's up to and that my worth is decided upon the male species. Okay, so that's how I measure my worth, is dependent upon what like men think of me. All right. She doesn't see her value or realize it's actually up to her to do the picking. All right. She will try to mold herself in an attempt to be picked. So when I talk about choosing yourself and how at the end of the day, it's about picking yourself, making sure that you love yourself, you care for yourself, you heal, you forgive, and all of that so you can thrive in all areas of your life. Now, that's what I preach. Now, a pick me does not choose herself or pick herself. Okay? But I'm a Pickmeisha and I'm a pick me. Oh, and I'm molding myself. So all the work that I have done has nothing to do with me wanting to heal and become a better woman and become a better mother, friend, sister, daughter, and all of that. I am molding myself and grooming myself all so I can get a man's approval and I can finally be chosen for the first time in my life. Anyway, right. So that's what a pick me is. Also, like I said, they constantly talk about pick-me's are women who put other women down. Okay, so when you're calling me a pick-me or a Pickmeisha or a Pickmeisha, ASSBITCH, that's supporting me. That's like women. Is that women supporting women? Is that women empowerment? Or is that conditional? Is that only based on if I, support your agenda, right? So what I'm feeling like is that some people are really bothered because I didn't take a seat at their table. I'm going to sit at a table where I get fed. I'm going to go where I grow. I can come on any platform, it's a free country, and support whatever I want to support. I don't have to choose a side. And I've said it from the beginning, and I will continue to say it. I did not come here to choose sides, all right? I didn't go through everything that I went through so I can have a group of women pick me, a group of girls or females pick me, all right? I came on here to walk in my purpose. My message is my message, all right? It is tied to my testimony. It's tied to who I am, whether it's going to be on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, in person or whatever. My message is my message. It's not to choose one or the other. I'm not sitting at anybody's table but my own. All right. I came on here because the person I believe in, my God told me like, hey, there is a space where you are needed. All of your life experiences, all of your experiences as a woman, as a wife, healing, dealing, mother, blended families, whatever, all of that is so you can share it with others. So you can be an example. So you can show them that there is life on the other side. So you can show them that you are about hope, forgiveness, and freedom for both men and women. That's why you're right here. So you can't sit at their table, and you also cannot sit at their table. You have to create your own space. And I respectfully have done that. I respect other people and their opinions. But hey, if you want to call me a pick me, at least people are listening to me. All righty. Oh, you guys, now Brad said he was my #1 fan, okay? Which I absolutely love. I love all you guys. Excuse me. Brad. Oh, thank you, Brad. All right. Hello, Scott. All right, so you guys, let's get into it. Sorry, my phone's going off. We went a little bit into the pick me and the Pickmeisha, the definitions, okay? So I see stuff, and I'm sure you guys may have seen it. Women, you know, it's not women. People will ask, I'm just gonna say people will ask me, what is your target audience? Men or women? Both. Like, we do live in a world where we can do both. We do live in a world where you can have it all. All right, so that's one. I cater to men. Okay. I'm against women. I'm trying to get chose. We already went over that. And they're always saying, look at all the male support. Look at all the men in her comments, okay? Now, those are just a few. There are a ton. I just generalize them for the sake of this. Also, really quick, a disclaimer. Now, when I start talking, I will be referencing males or whatever as men. Now, we do know that there is a difference between a male and a man, just like there's a difference between a female and a woman. And my brother, Dondre Whitfield, wrote the book, you know, Male versus Man. So in regards to this, when I say men, I'm just speaking in general terms, okay? We do know that men are here to serve others. Men are loving, men are compassionate, men are protective, and all of that. But in general, I'm speaking just in terms of, I say you all believe that all men are bad. Remember, it's interchangeable, okay? All righty. Can a simp be a pick me? You know what? And that's another thing. What is up with this simp and the pick me and all of that? I think it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just like somebody just had a comment. Why do we do this in the Black culture? These disparaging terms. Exactly. We know we have enough to go against. We have enough to war and to fight. Why do we do this with each other? I don't get it. I'm against it. That's why I'm here. Now, you know, I do not understand that at all. All right, so here we go. We define the pick me. Now, here's first thing I'm going to address. I feel, because this is my, you know, stream, so I can talk about my feelings, which are important. I feel, and I actually know for a fact, that it's not that so many women are against my message. They are against the fact that it's me saying it. You do not like the messenger. And I have several reasons why I believe that. One, if I looked differently, if my body was different, if my face was different, if I didn't wear makeup, if I, you know, or whatever, okay, you wouldn't be against me saying this as much. If I looked like somebody else, you wouldn't take it so personal. You also do not like the fact that I may look a certain way, and I'm speaking on topics as far as healing, accountability, bringing men and women back together, forgiveness, all of that. And I guess you assume that I should be doing makeup tutorials and hair tutorials. First, really quick, nothing against makeup artists and hairstylists. They are amazing artists. I do not do makeup and I do not do hair. That's why I'm not on here talking about that, because I really know nothing about that. Also, I guess because I'm a single mother. So should I be on here talking about the struggles of single mom life? Or, you know, how I balance, you know, kids or being divorced? Or should I be on here bashing men or talking about don't all athletes leave Black women behind? Because obviously, was I married to an athlete? Did he leave me for a white woman? You know, you have all these stories. Anyway, you want me to be on here talking about something else. You don't like that it's me talking about this kind of stuff. You want me to be on here singing another sad love song. Guess what? That's not my story. That's not my testimony. That's not my purpose. That is not why I am here. All right. So you need to respect that. Thank you, Myra. All right. Oh, hello, Myra. Happy Sunday. Okay, let me get off here. All right. Sorry. So that's what it is. It's me. It's the fact that I am the messenger. And it is also the fact that you have prejudged me. A lot of you all have looked at me and assumed, like I said, should I be in here talking about makeup, hair? Oh, because I'm a wellness coach. She should just be doing workouts. Or she's a single mother. She needs to talk about that. Or she's divorced. That's what she needs to talk about. She needs to talk about, did somebody leave her high and dry with 3 kids? She needs to talk about that. Whatever it is that you want me to be on that side, all right? And I'm not. I'm on no side. I'm on my side. I'm on the side of the people that want to go forward, the people that realize that men and women were not created to survive independently and that we are stronger together, whether it's in business, personal relationships, or whatever. I am here for broken women who want to put back the pieces of their life. I am here for broken men who also want to put back the pieces of their life. And I'm just here for people who are about love, healing, hope, forgiveness, and realizing that we are stronger together and we are more powerful together. All right. And why is my son is texting me? Okay, sorry about that. I didn't make sure it was an emergency. So let's go. First off, I am not against women at all. Let me go ahead and say that. I am not, I am not against women. I am for all women. I am for women in the medical field. I am for women in academia. I am for women in corporate America. I am for women in the cosmetic industry. I am for women who are in service. I am for women in the military. I am for women in politics. I am for women in space. I am for women who stay at home. I am for women who want to be married. I am for women who don't want to be married. I support women. I support men. So to say that I go against women is not true. But what I will start discussing is what I do go against. Your flashlight is bright. Sorry, guys. This is real life. I see a flashlight in my kitchen. All right. So that's the thing. I do not go against women at all. But what I go against, let's start. First off, I go against the women and groups who base their own personal experience that they've had with men, okay? So people who have had bad experiences with men, whether it was men in their family, their fathers left them, something with the ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, a stranger, men in the workplace, any experience, negative experience that they have had with men. Now, we know it means males, but remember, here I'm talking about men, I'm generalizing men, and they try to push that on others, and they have an agenda now that all men are bad. All right. So because of their personal experience, now all men are bad. And they want to teach that. And they want people to get on that bandwagon with them that all men are bad. Here's the thing. I've been hurt by men. A lot of women have been hurt by men. Is it right? No. Is it fair? No. Can I go back and fix it? No. Can I burn all of them at the stake? No, I cannot. But I also know that all men are not bad. And they say that that's one of the lines of a pick-me's. They say, oh, all men are not bad. They are not. I know some amazing men. I, speaking into existence, am raising one day guys that will be amazing men. So I cannot make that generalization. Here's another thing. When it comes to the Black community, do we like when they make generalizations about us? When one of us does something, don't we all do it? When one of us steals, we all steal. We don't like when they do it. So why do we do it? All right. Oh, you guys, I'm going to check your comments in a second. Again, if you just joined, excuse me, I have allergies. I have a dry cough, and I just cannot. I probably need to shut this window. All right. So I do not have, you know what? I don't have it. All right. So we know that all men are not bad. All men are not perpetrators. All men are not abusers. All men do not leave their families. All men are not trying to keep a woman down. All right. You cannot blame all men because you had some terrible experiences with some. I am so sorry that somewhere along the way, a male dropped the ball on how he was supposed to handle you. He did not protect you. He did not uplift you. He did not value you. He did not love you. All right. I am sorry for that. But because of what he did or what they did, you cannot write off a whole, you know what I'm saying? You cannot write off all men. All right. And especially for the women who think this and they have sons, be very careful. Okay. Because they can feel that and they will internalize that and they will grow up with that on them. So be very careful the way you carry yourself and when you speak like this and you talk like this, because you're tearing down somebody that you created and they're watching you and they're listening to this and they're going to value themselves based off of how you see them. So you can't say, oh, all men are bad. Oh, but my son is a king. When they get older, they're going to understand that something's like not right with that. All right. Oh, yes, we know complete victimhood. Yes, Scott, you were right. Misery loves company. I'm getting to all that. Now, another thing I do not support. All right. So I already talked about I am against women or groups or women support groups that say all men are bad or all men are perpetrators or all men are abusers or whatever. The next thing I am against, when some of these groups or some women push that women can only be successful if, all right. So I'm going to go through these kind of slow so I can read you all's comments and let me know. Think of some of the comments or some of the things you all agree with. Women can only be successful if, all right. Those who paint the false narrative that a woman's success is determined if she has a man in or out of her life. All right. So if you were telling women you can only be successful without a man, I disagree with that. So you're letting them know like, hey, you're here, but if you got rid of him and if you did it on your own, you could really break glass ceilings. Stop telling people that. That is not true whatsoever. All right. Another thing, you can only be successful if you are single or if you do have a man, he's really not your partner. Okay. He's not your partner. He's not your teammate. He's more of like a thing. Okay. You can just like a boy toy. All right. You have an event, go grab them off the shelf. Get your little matching outfits, go to the gala. Okay. Oh, you need them for this, a couples thing with coworkers. Let me go grab them off the shelf. All right. So you keep that control. He's just a toy. Excuse me. He's just a toy. He's just somebody that you're using for entertainment and for photo ops or to paint this picture. But you're going to make sure that you really don't have any other emotional connection with him. All right. It's the same thing when we say men get trophies or they only talk to certain women to take them to events or whatever. Okay. So women also do this or tell other women like, hey, if you are going to have a man in your life, make sure you can control it. Make sure he's just there for when you need him. You really don't have any emotional ties to him because if you do, if you open up, if you tap into those feminine traits, if you open up, if you're vulnerable, he's going to take advantage of you. He's going to crush you and it's going to be your downfall. All right. I know I'm being dramatic, but I mean, they're dramatic. Okay. Any success, I'm going back to that, any financial freedom, if you want to have financial freedom and all of that, you have to be willing to sacrifice and to kill off your feminine traits. Do not tap into those feminine traits if you want to be successful. Do not tap into those feminine traits if you want to have financial freedom. Okay? Because we know that those feminine traits make you weak. You're not a strong woman if you tap into your femininity. That's what you guys are telling women. Okay? What you were born with, what you naturally have, some of us, what we're naturally supposed to have, makes us weak. If you want to get ahead in life, which I've said in other streams, if you want to get ahead in life, you are supposed to kill those off, sacrifice them, whatever you want to call it, shut yourself down to them. All right, so somebody said, notice that bitter females call marriage material ladies pick-me's and bitter males call married-minded men simps. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so back to that. And even last week, Meredith said that it's crazy now that women measure their success based on their masculinity, okay? So like I'm saying, now we're telling women in order to be successful, in order to be powerful, in order, to leave a mark in this world, in order to leave a legacy, in order to break glass ceilings, in order to, have all these achievements, you have to, walk like a man, talk like a man, tap more into, lean on those masculine traits. All right. So we're going back to what we're telling women is that what you have disempowers you. So get rid of it. You will not be successful with any of those feminine traits, and you really won't be that successful if you are with a man, or if you feel that you need a man or you want a man. In order to be successful, you have to do it on your own. All right. Next up, going into telling people, girls or women, that you do not need a man. I am against those women groups, support groups, whatever, women who constantly tell girls, whether they're bringing, young girls, teenagers, women, ladies, females, whatever, that you do not need a man. Okay. Now let's define what need means. Need, you require something because it is essential or very important. Essential or important. Needing a man, which I've said before, does not make you weak. Whether you need a man for a partner or you need a man to help you lift something heavy. Men are essential. Men are needed. Women are essential. Women are needed. We do need men, just like we need women. Stop making women, girls, or whatever feel bad for needing a man, for needing something in life that is essential. That is not your place. Just because you may not want a man or don't need one doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't. And that's the thing. You may need men. It can be a woman who is gay, but she may need a man to help her do something at work. She may, for whatever she does with business, she may say, oh, okay, this person is better and more qualified. Oh, and he happens to be a man. She needs him to do a job. We need men, period. Stop pushing that narrative that we don't need men. And then there's another side to it that that I'm going to share with you all, because you're telling women that they don't need men and that they can do it all by themselves. That does more damage and harms more women than it does good. So you have so many women who are like, oh, this is too much, but it can't be, because I was told that I can do it on my own. I'm supposed to do it on my own. Oh my gosh, does that mean I'm a weak woman because I need help? Does that mean I'm less of a woman because this is too much? Why am I feeling this burden? Why is this load so heavy? Because we all need help. You weren't supposed to do it on your own. There are a lot of things that men can't do without the assistance, the support, or the help of a woman, and vice versa. So you have women taking on unnecessary loads, but then they don't want to speak out on it, because a lot of times their tribe of women, their support group, have the same mindset. So if they go to them and say, look, I can't do this on my own, this is too much, then it's like, oh, Are you saying that you need a man? That you want a man? You weak thing. You weakly. How could you? So then they internalize it and they keep it on themselves. And guess what it attacks? Their physical health, their mental health, their spiritual health, their emotional health. They are a wreck. They are a ticking time bomb. Not cool, not healthy. Matter of fact, I had on Clubhouse the other night, okay? So I did the Helpmate Hacks. If any of you guys watched that with my brother, Dondre Whitfield, we did it on Instagram Live. Then we went to Clubhouse. And amazing conversation. There was a young woman in there who was talking about her personal experience. She basically said from a young age, so she grew up in a house, and if she's watching, I'm kind of generalizing it, but she grew up in a house where there was abuse, there was other things. She had brothers. It was her. She may have had some sisters. But anyway, the boys were supported more. She was kind of left to fend for herself, okay? So it's almost like basically they were teaching her how to survive on her own. And she said she was taught and told that you don't need a man, okay? And in order to be a strong woman, you go at it alone. It's all on you. She's now currently 32 years old. You could hear it in her voice, okay? The hurt, the sadness, the confusion, because she was taught this, okay? So she said she went about life thinking, I don't need a man. I'm better off without a man. She mentioned that she had been in the corporate sector at one point. Excuse me. Then she opened up her own business. Now she's also a mother. I think her daughter was 5. She said she's done all of that thinking she had to do it on her own. Then she had her daughter, and just being a businesswoman, probably like being in business for yourself, man or woman, is stressful. She said it is too much. She said there are times it is too much. And she realized that she was not supposed to do it on her own. It's basically like, well, you all lied to me. You raised me to think. You kind of put me out there like, hey, you have to survive on your own because this is the only way you're going to make it. You have to do this on your own. So she's been taught that. She lived that. She was, she believed that. And then all of a sudden she gets to a point in her life and she's like, wait a minute. No. Something's not right. Why is this too much when you told me this is how it was supposed to be? You told me that I would be better off basically alone and without a man, but I'm not. So now she's in therapy, which is amazing. And she said at this age of 32, most of the examples of women that are around her still believe that you don't need a man. And if she does speak out against it and she's trying to unlearn all of that and change herself and realize, you know what, it's okay for me to be a woman. I am still a strong woman, even if I realize that this load is too heavy, even though I know that I would like to have the help of a man and the support of a man in my personal life, with my daughter, or just in general. So when she talks like that, okay, so she's changing. And we all know what happens when you change and evolve. A lot of times, certain people around you don't get it because they're still stuck in that mindset, okay? They're not evolving like you. So now when she speaks like this, then they say like, oh, she's talking crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. No, she's speaking like an evolved woman. She's speaking like somebody who wants to heal, somebody who wants to show her daughter something differently, all right? But it's almost like she's being ostracized because she decided to choose something better. You know what I'm saying? She decided to go forward instead of being stuck in that broken, bitter, angry mindset, all right? Definitely my generational trauma passed down 1,000%. So that's another reason why this young woman is on the path that she is in the healing and the therapy. She said, because now I have a daughter. I don't want her to feel this way. I don't want her to think this. So she's putting the work for it. But it broke my heart because I know so many women and women that I've worked with, and that's what they believe. So it's like teaching, you have to think like when we get older, it's like, wait a minute, here I am in my 30s or my 40s. Some women were in their 50s. And now I'm just now accepting that everything I knew was almost wrong, or it really, even if some of it was right, it stunted me, it stunted who I was, and it had me shut down parts of myself. And now here I am ready to live and heal and go forward. but I don't know how to. I've heard women say, like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what to do because none of the women around me know what to do. And then here I am. I don't know it all, but I know a lot. One thing your girl knows how to do. I know how to heal. I know how to let go. I know how to hold myself accountable. I know how to press forward. That's one thing I do know. All right. So, sorry guys, I take some water. All right, now, I am also against women or other women or whoever that wants people such as myself to remain bitter and angry, okay? So women who want other women to stay bitter and angry, I am against you. I do not support you. Let me say that again. Other women who want women to remain bitter and angry and to stay in their hurt, no, I do not support you. I am against you. Okay? Completely. Misery loves company. Hurt people hurt people. Why would I be for that? And why do you want that? Oh, Scott said he has allergies and sinus issues. I know. It's crazy. Okay. So if you are a woman and you're about supporting women, empowering women, but you want me to be miserable and you want me to exist in my hurt, because you can't, we all know you can't live in hurt. You want me to exist in my hurt, my anger and pain, and you take it personal when I decide not to. All right. And I might want to hear you all, some of your input on this, especially if I have any ladies on here. Let me know about this. Have you ever experienced a time, let's say when you decided to heal or to let go of something or no longer, and then here's the thing. There's all a time for us to be angry, to be hurt, to be bitter. We've all experienced it. But then there's also a time where you have to let it go. Have any of you all experienced, and actually guys too, if you decided to go forward with something and to let go and to forgive and let go of the anger, the hurt or whatever, were people around you offended? Because we did say misery loves company. All right. So I'm here on YouTube, and my messages and everything is to be an example, like I said, of healing, hope, forgiveness, freedom, accountability, all right, growth. Why does that bother you? Why are you bothered because I decided to heal? Why are you bothered because I decided to turn my pain into my power? Why are you bothered that I decided to take my misery and to turn it into magic for myself? Why are you bothered that I'm not having a pity party? Why are you bothered that I look healthy and I'm glowing? Why are you bothered that I'm not, out here bashing men and sitting up angry? Why does my healing offend you? Why does the healing of other women offend you? Like, boo, why are you so mad? Like, I don't get it. Somebody let me know. Like, I don't understand. And I know this for a fact. When I was going through my healing process, okay, going through just those growing pains, dealing with, whether it was betrayal, hurt, all of that. When I was in it, I had the support of a lot of women. Okay. Now, I'm not speaking of strangers or support from like social media, but the support of a lot of women that I personally knew. Baby, they were my biggest fans. Okay. Now, what I noticed when I came up out of that, and I was like, oh no, baby, can't stay here. No matter what this person did, no matter what that person did, let me see how I can learn from this. Let me see how I can turn my pain into my power. Okay. Let me see how I can really level up. Let me see how, like I say, the areas where I was going wrong just in general and have for years. Let me see where I can fix that. You know what? Let me go ahead and fight this thing out so I can stop the generational curses that are on the women in my family. All right. Once I did that, baby, when I say that little support group, that Averi fan club switched up real quick. But I still got a few good ones who loved me when I was at my rock bottom and who love me more now and supported me. Okay. They supported me when I was going through it, and they supported me on this other side. But them other ones are personally mad that I chose to do something different. They are mad that I'm no longer broken. They are mad that I'm not blaming all men. They are mad that I'm not bashing, men. They are mad that I healed. They are mad that, I'm out here with this energy because I feel like I do have a good energy and I'm trying to spread positive vibes. They are mad that I am doing this and that I am not sitting in my pain and that I am not miserable. So they do not support me. They wanted me to stay down. How is that healthy? How is that really about supporting women? Because you wanted me to stay down? So when I speak out against women and I'm like, hey, he did it, let it go. That's not because I don't like you. That's out of love. That's out of support, because I know that, baby, once you let it go, you can really glow. I know that you are free. You may have, like I said, you may be successful in your career, but now I know that you can let go of all of that. And when you're at home, you can sleep at night. You're not up crying when everybody's gone because you're still hurt. All right. I know that healing and forgiving and letting go, no matter who it was or what it was, that it will help you put back the pieces of your life and help you become a whole woman. But you say I'm against women. No, that's for women. No, when you're telling women that they don't need a man, when you're telling women they can only be successful, basically, if they cut off any of their feminine traits and their feminine energy and they walk, talk, and act like a man, so to speak. If you're telling women that, or showing them so that if they heal and if they forgive and if they do, this and that they're going against you because you want them to sit in their hurt and pain. You want that to take form and take root in their life, and it affects all areas. That's not women supporting women. That's actually going against women. All right. Hello. Yes, misery loves company. Hold on. Let's see. Scott, I'm going to take a break and go to some comments. You've made me think, I wonder if women being bitter helps a particular ideology. If women heal, they may have been in being exceptionally vocal in their ideology. Yeah. I mean, so here it is. It's a narrative. It's an agenda. I guess it's the same thing. Think of it like this. And I don't want to get into this, but when you have pharmaceutical companies, okay? Yes, are there probably cures for certain things? For sure. But if you give them the cure, then all these other people are missing out, okay? They're going to lose out on money. They're going to lose out on business. They're going to lose out on so much more. So it's kind of like, let's just keep them right there because it supports our business. It supports our brand. It supports our agenda. But that's what I'm saying. Every woman empowerment, every woman supporting women, all women are not for women. And the ones that make it seem like they're all for women, a lot of them, and they push that, they're only for certain women. Because as we know, they're not, it's conditional. They're not for women like me because I did not choose a side. Because I didn't say, screw men, I'm all about women. But I also didn't say, screw women, I'm all about men. Because I know that there is a need and that there's value for both. I also know that we belong together. And like when I say this, together does not necessarily mean married or in a relationship. It means that in order for the world to continue, we need both. All right? Like a lady on Clubhouse said, they're not optional. Men are not optional. Women are not optional. Love is not optional. We need those things. Yes, it's all okay. Let's see. I personally think the gender war and the fight between Black communities and cultures has the same root. Yes, it does. And I'm going to get to that. Because here's the thing. We have to fight enough. Like, don't you get tired of fighting? We have to war enough. And this isn't, it's not always, it happens with white men and white women too. The whole pick me thing and all of that. Yes, when we talk in terms of the Black community and my brothers and sisters, why are we fighting each other? Why do it seem like we only really support each other if somebody has to become a hashtag? Why is our support and love and unity conditional? Do we only come together when something bad happens? Do you not realize how powerful we are, how powerful we would be together? Respecting a mutual respect and a mutual love, because it's like, hey, I look at my brother and I'm like, you have every right to be here and you have every right to turn to the king you were created to be. And he looks at me and he's like, you know what, sister? Like, you have every right to be here and every right to turn to the queen you were created to be. Why can we not do that? We can agree to disagree and all of that, but why can we not say, you know what? We have to fight out here. We have to fight over there. We have to fight over here. Let's not fight right here. Let's not do this. We can agree to disagree on certain things, but at the end of the day, I got love for you. I respect you, and I got your back because we are on the same team. We are stronger together. All right. Now, hold on. Okay, I get my comment off. Now, we talked about the whole healing, guilt tripping women who heal. All right. You can't guilt trip women who heal. Stop it. That is completely unhealthy. My healing should not be a slap in your face. All right. Now I want to move on. Now, this is a lot of things I was talking about does not necessarily have to be, like I said, just for the Black community. This one is the narrative. Black men or Black man equals a bad man. Stop it. I don't support that. I don't support that. I don't support that Black men are bad. I do not support that all Black men are trifling and no good. Because, hold on, I know a lot of other men that are trifling and no good, and they're nowhere near being Black. Just like, okay, brothers, just like all Black women are not angry and bitter and what do you call it, ghetto or manly or, we want to be in charge. This goes back to that division that somebody just spoke on. Okay? All Black men are not trifling. All Black men are not no good. All Black women are not angry. All Black women are not bitter. All right? Now, with that, I do. Now, let me talk to my ladies. And fellas, this is for you too. Look, I do understand that a lot of us, now I'm just saying us because I am a Black woman, a lot of us or a lot of Black women do feel that Black men have dropped the ball on us when it comes to supporting us, and uplifting us and having our backs. Black men, I do understand that you feel a lot of us emasculate you, do not value you, do not see your worth, okay? And that we have dropped the ball on you. Do you guys not understand that both sides are feeling some type of way? So why not listen to each other? Why does it have to be one or the other? How come Black women are the only ones that can feel like Black men dropped the ball on them? How come Black men may feel that, no, it was you all? And where does tit for tat get us? Okay? Yes, we can all go tit for tat. We can all be petty, but you can do it to a fault. We are not doing anything but participating in self-sabotage at its finest level. This is nothing but self-sabotage. At what point can one of us say, you know what? Okay, I feel like Black men have dropped the ball on us, but you know what? Instead of me dropping the ball on them, instead of me giving up on them, I'm going to walk this thing out in love. I'm going to value them. I'm going to tell them that they are worthy. I am going to carry myself in a way that lets them know I am not against them. Lead by example. Stop waiting for the other person to come to the table. So when you all say like, oh, she sure has a lot of men in her comments. Yeah, you know what a lot of these men are saying? Oh, I didn't know that Black women held themselves accountable. Oh, I didn't know that all Black women were angry. Oh, I didn't know that Black women this. I didn't know that there were Black women that spoke like you. And it saddens me because I'm like, dang, are that many of us fighting each other and warring with each other? So that's what I'm saying. I decided to come on here and lead by example for all sides. And that doesn't mean I'm perfect, but I'm trying to show you all how to walk this thing out with love, with listening, with personal accountability and all of that. I am only as good to you as I am to myself. So that's why I do talk a lot about the accountability and all of that is a form of self-love. That's it. Letting go, forgiveness, healing, self-love, and self-care. Those things are doing nothing but adding to your life. I am trying to add to your life. Women, I am trying to add to your life, not take away from it. And also to show you that you can do it without hating men, without bashing men, really, without even worrying about them. Your journey is your journey. Let that man's journey be his journey. It's not your job to hold him accountable. It's not his job to hold you accountable. It's not your job to fix him. And it for sure isn't his job to fix you. It's on you. When you mind your business, stay in your lane, work on your journey, work on coming out of your process, work on becoming the greatest version of yourself, it will affect other people. People will see it. Some may fall in line, some may not. It's the same thing when men do it. But this back and forth, and then, ladies, we talk about, and I see it, Black men go against us, and then they go get white women, or they go get other women because they think that they listen, and that they'll be submissive, and that they're respectful, and all of that. No, because I know a lot of those women who are disrespectful, don't listen, and everything like that. But we talk about men who do that, right? We talk about our brothers who do that, and we take personal offense to it because we do feel like it's a slap in the face. But when my relationship went south, or when I got a divorce and I was married to a Black man, baby, let me tell you, My sisters could not wait to tell me, don't date any more black men. They are no good. If you want to be happy, if you want somebody to value you, if you want somebody to worship the ground that you walk on, if you want a man to see you as a queen, you are going to have to go to the other side. Now, with that, I am not against people dating outside their race at all. Not at all. You like who you like. What I am against is when you take your personal experience that you've had with some and you apply it to all. Okay? So men, if you had a bad experience with a black woman and now we're all bad, and so you have written us off, I don't agree with that at all. Women, when you've had a bad experience with a black man, and now, or a few men, and you've applied it to all, and now we have to write them off. I am against that. Most of the people that I know told me they were looking for me to date outside my race. I had people try to hook me up with guys who did not even speak English. And I was like, what? I was like, just because he's not black does not make him a good man. Just because my marriage didn't work out and I ended it with a black man does not mean that all black men are going to follow in those steps. So when we get upset with men for doing it, oh, they forget. They say they were all like this, and that's why they date outside their race. That's you all were telling me. A lot of you guys were telling me to do the same thing. You cannot. We have to stop doing that. We do not like when they do it to us. Why do we do it to each other? All right. Hold on, I'm going to the comments really quick. Because I feel so bad. You know what? And then I have this incense going. I'm just taking a water break. This is like a little intermission. I have some incense going. I think that's like making it worse. And my window's open. Sorry, it's really hacking. But look, I gotta close my window. So it's making my throat dry. All right. Somebody said women are the ones initiating divorces. Do they really want to be married? Averi is speaking facts. Jenny. Oh, hey, Jenny. You guys, so I know Jenny, but I don't know Jenny. I met her through Team No Excuses, this platform with Ray Lewis, and we were on the same challenge together. And we kind of formed like a friendship or relationship, and we do like little Zoom calls and sessions sometimes, which we need to do another one. But thank you for the support. I said my half shot, I can't take it anymore. All right. So when it comes to, like I said, the black men are bad. No, I will not support that. So let's go through it again. So I gotta go back to my notes. If I don't take my personal experience that I've had with men that may have been bad and apply it to all, then that's my choice. That does not mean I'm a pick me. Okay? If I do not say that all men are bad, that does not make me a pick me or a Pickmeisha. I am against women in groups who do that. I'm against women in groups who say men are bad or all men are bad or all men are abusers and perpetrators based on their personal experiences with males who dropped the ball and did them wrong. Like I said, it sucks. It is not fair. It is sad. It is disheartening. Yes, there have been a lot of things that have happened to women at the hands of men, 100%. And everybody has to heal from that differently. But you cannot push that on other people. Hey, Chocolate Tie, you cannot push that on other people. All right? So you cannot tell women, all women now, because your experience was bad and painful, or it just was unfortunate and you didn't agree with it. Now, all of you all have to go against men. All men are bad. All men are not bad. I am also against women who believe and believe and promote the fact that only the narrative that women can only be successful if they do it on their own, if they don't need or want a man, if they kill off their feminine traits and they lean more into their masculine. So you have to act like a man, talk like a man, so you can be powerful like a man. All right? You can only have a man in your life on conditional terms. Make sure you don't get emotionally attached to him. Make sure you do not open yourself up. Make sure you are not vulnerable to him. Because if you are, he's going to hurt you, and that's going to be your downfall. All right? Also, what was I going to say? Okay, so we talked about the women and the success. I'm just generalizing. All right? Also, the ones that tell women or girls that you do not need a man and that you should do now this is out of just like, your corporate life or your business or whatever. You do not need a man. And in order to be a strong woman, you have to do it on your own. Okay? You'll be fine. You'll be able to handle it. And if at any moment you feel like the load is too heavy and it's too much and you need a man, or you think you may want a man, whether it's in your personal life, or like I said, in your business, or to help you move something, you are weak. You are now less of a woman because you need a man. All right? And let's go back to need. Need means essential. Something that is essential or very important. Men are essential. It's not an option. Men are essential. Women are essential. And we're going to keep going. I just want to go over these again for people who may have joined late. All right? And when you tell women that they can do it on their own, and now they are struggling, trying to do it on their own, and they are basically afraid to speak up and say, hey, it's too much, because of the slack they may get from their friends, their support group of women, their tribe, or society. Because I was like that at one point. Everything that I thought was a strong woman was not a strong woman. Everything I was trying to do on my own, figure out on my own. Oh, I'm superwoman. I'm a woman, strong women. May we know them, may we raise them. No, it was not strong. I was completely, like I said, cutting off a whole nother side to myself, thinking like, oh, I got to be able to do this on my own, because if I don't, I'm weak. No, stop that. Oh, thank you, Utopia. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Okay, guys, I'm going to these. Oh, thank you. The Swifties. I always hear. We got Utopia. All right, and we have the Swooviest. Is that how you pronounce your name? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay, so real quick, he said, thank you, sis. That's my whole point. The hypocrisy is outrageous. I agree. There's some BMs that need to get on their purpose, but to say all of us are off and sisters don't need to work on nothing, that's inaccurate and misleading. Yes. Utopia, thank you. Myra, thank you. Josiah, thank you. Here, let's go to this. Wow, Avery, you're saying every single word I would say to most of my friends, so-called friends, co-workers, people in my community. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, and hey, Chocolates, I think I told you, hey, some of you guys, I see you all, so I'm starting to get to know you guys a little bit. But if I did not shout you out, it's just because I didn't see it. I got to get back to my little talking points, okay? Because we're going over everything. Oh, I am also against women, okay? So who are against other women healing, all right? So the women that want other women to be miserable like them, who want women to exist in their pain in their hurt, in their anger, and not move on. I do not support you. I am against that. All right. There is a time to be angry. There's a time to be sad. There's a time to even be bitter. Yes, sometimes it may even be justified, but that's no place to stay. All right. It takes root in your body. It affects you, and it will affect everything else that you attract and that pertains to you. I am against that. Like I said, why is my healing a slap in your face? Why is my growth a slap in your face? You should not guilt trip women who want to heal. You should not guilt trip women who want a man. You should not guilt trip women who want to go forward. You should not guilt trip women who may not necessarily want a man, say they're with a woman, but they don't bash men. Whatever it is, that guilt, trying to guilt trip women into going forward, into wanting the unity, into seeing value in men, but who see value in themselves. Okay? When a woman decides to heal, it's for her. Period. I did not heal to get a man. I didn't have a problem getting a man when I was broken. So I didn't have to heal to get a man. I had to heal because I owed it to myself. I owed it to my creator. I owed it to my children. I owed it to all of you all, to my purpose. That is the only way I could get here, was to heal, was to forgive, was to let go, was to hold myself accountable. Me doing anything other than that was detrimental to me. It would be detrimental to my kids and everything attached to me. So stop being so bothered because all women don't want to sit in their pain and misery. Stop being so bothered because a woman decides to be like, you know what? Yes, he did that. Yes, they did that. But let me look in the mirror and focus on me. Let me just focus on me because I can't undo any of that. I can't fix them. They are not my responsibility. I am my responsibility. I am my responsibility. You are your responsibility. You'll never be able to make me feel guilty for that, baby. Because when y'all call me a pick me and Pickmeisha, let me show you how I'm sleeping at night. Because it lets me know that I'm doing something right. All right. Whether you agree with me or whether you disagree with me, it lets me know that there is truth to what is being said. All right. Also, talk about the guilt trip. Somebody's healing, offending you. Now, specifically to the Black community, that all Black men are bad. All right. All Black men are no good. All Black men are trifling. All of that. Stop writing off all Black men. If you had a bad experience with 1 or 5 or 6 or 10, do you know how many men are out there? Okay. They're not all bad. And like I said, we are using male and men interchangeable. My brother wrote his book, Male versus Man. We do know that outside of this stream for today, there is a difference between a male and a man. There is a difference between a female and a woman. But here I'm just, talking in general terms. All right. So you cannot write all Black men off. You have to stop painting them as the bad guy. All right. You don't like when they do it to us. I don't like when they do it to us. So why are you doing it to them? Stop going tit for tat. You all, like I said, the tit for tat, the back and forth, being petty. Well, they did this to us. They dropped the ball on us. They do this. So we're going to do this. It's getting us nowhere. Straight self-sabotage. All right. It's just taking that division, going like this. And guess what? Since we're stronger together, guess what we are apart? Weaker. Get over yourselves. I hate to say it. Get over yourselves. Realize, hey, there's a space for both of us. There's a space for all of us. How are we going to preach and march and tell other people to respect us and to love us and to have, and to uplift us and to support us? We're saying that they're not blind. And then they're turning around and seeing us bumping heads and going at it. Stronger together. All right, stronger together. So that goes for my men and women. Men, no, all Black women, even if you had a bad experience with some of us, are not bitter, not angry, not loud, not aggressive, not baby mamas or whatever. And women, not all Black men are no good, gonna drag you down, trifling, drop the ball on you, baby daddies, all that kind of stuff. Stop it. Like, this is so childish. Seriously, it is so childish. At the end of the day, what is our goal? Like, what is it? Because I feel like if I uplift you all, that's going to come back on me. If I'm attached to a man who is going here, that has me going here. If a man's attached to me and I'm here, he's going here. He may have something that I need. I may have something that he needs. We join together. It's powerful. And remember, this is in all areas of life. Or just realize, like I said, there is space. There's enough space for all of us. We were not meant to exist on our own. We were not meant to compete. We were meant to collaborate. We were meant to be on the same team. We are stronger together. Ladies, when you talk and call people a pick me and a Pickmeisha, you are doing the same thing that you say you're against. You are putting down other women because we don't want to sit at your table, because we have different beliefs, because I have a voice, because I didn't come on here and choose a side, because I felt that, I can empower men and women. I can love men and women. I can want the best for men and women. I want broken women to heal. Guess what? I want broken men to heal. Because I chose to heal. Because I don't look like I should be talking about this kind of stuff. Because I don't fit whatever mold you have created. You don't like the messenger. These are all things that I've seen. You don't like the messenger. I should be talking about something else. I should be on here bashing men. I should be on here doing little workout videos or whatever. No, baby, don't shoot the messenger. Yes, and why is getting picked a bad thing? It is not. It is not at all. But see, this is why, look, let me tell you something. That is why I had to address all of this. And it was still very general, but I wanted to go in on it. All right, you all. Somebody said, Averi, please briefly touch on unforgiveness and how it hurts the heart and stifles growth. Yes, I definitely will do that. I'm going to close out. And I've done a lot of video. Well, not a lot, but I talk a lot on forgiveness and all of that. We all know that forgiveness equals freedom. Forgiveness, really quick, is not for the other person. It does not mean you condone anything that they did to you. It means that you no longer want to hold yourself hostage to that. You are not going to be a slave to the pain and to the hurt. You want to heal so you can go forward. It stunts your growth. That's why you will see, have you seen, there are so many people who have unresolved hurt from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 10 years ago. And in some part of their life, it affects parts of their life. They can't move forward and they cannot grow in certain areas because you can't nourish yourself with unforgiveness and bitterness and anger. That doesn't feed your soul. That doesn't feed who you are. All right. So at the end of the day, it's all about picking yourself. It's all about loving yourself. It's all about setting yourself on that path to become the best woman you were created to be, to becoming the best man you were created to be. And when we work on ourselves and we love ourselves, then in turn, it adds to other people. If I love myself, I can love you. You can't truly love not love yourself and then you're going to love somebody else. If I nourish myself, if I take care of myself, it allows me to then pour into you, into others, and take care of you. So stronger together, same team. We're not meant to be on opposing sides. We're not meant to exist separately, because if that was the case, we wouldn't need men or we wouldn't need women. We're both needed. All right. Men need women. Women need men. The world needs us. When it comes to Black men and Black women, we need each other. We're on the same team. And we better open our eyes and realize that we are creating more division by the name calling and the choosing sides. Choose one side. Choose our side. All right? Choose our side. Chocolate tie. Religion is the great disqualifier now. Although I was raised in the church has turned me off to some, not all. Yes, but it still goes back to the judgment that we do with others, you know what I'm saying? And we lead more that way instead of being like, you know what? I respect you. I love you because you have a right to be here. It's like, oh, no, you can't sit with us if this, and this. No, you can't be a part of this with this, and this. No, we're not going to support you with this. Cut it out. Okay. I'm going to some more comments. Forgiveness is beautiful. Yes, it definitely is. What else? Oh, you guys know I'm going to tell you. So if you want to call me, if all of that makes me a pick-me or a Pickmeisha, then that's what I am. You can call me that. I will still sleep at night, okay? I'm still going to be trying to look as youthful as possible. And I'm going to welcome all of the support from men and the support from women. Because anything that I say, I don't want it to fall on deaf ears. I just want people to be able to come here and hear something, whether it's for themselves or for somebody that they know. I want them to know that I am here to be an example. I am here to lead. I am here to show what living is like, not just enduring and existing, to show that we can heal, we can be whole, we can be beautiful, we can offer love, support, forgiveness, and all those things, that we are stronger together. Ain't no sides over here. The only side is the right side. That's the side that wants to go forward. That's the side that realizes that our power lies from joining together, okay? I do know that women can be strong and beautiful and whole to an extent without a man. Just like a man can be whole, strong, successful, and everything without a woman. But together, we are better, okay? We are better together. We are stronger together. Like I said, that can be your business, that can be your personal life, or whatever. You do not, as a woman, I'm telling you right now, you do not have to go against men. You do not have to stay in your bitterness. You do not have to adopt all masculine traits. You do not have to hold all men and burn them all at the stake because a few messed up. You don't have to do any of that. Guess what? They're not your responsibility right now. Don't worry about them. Worry about yourself. Work on yourself. Do what you got to do for you. Men, the same thing. Do what you got to do for you. And let's lead by example. Let's show each other what growth looks like. All right. That's what it's all about. It's about growing. It's about pressing forward. And same team. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Before I go, we're going to do a few comments. Brandon, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I see now that I'm in the process of healing. I guess I should be shooting my shot as God and myself first. You know what? And that's the thing, you guys. It is a process. It's not like I healed overnight. I was like, oh my God, it was such a beautiful process. Baby, no, it was a process. It was for real growing pains. But that's the thing. We all have areas where we need to heal. You also have some people who think because they may have never had a relationship that went wrong, that they're whole and that they're not broken. We all have little broken pieces to ourselves. We all have areas where we can heal and where we can do better. And that's the thing. Look at those instead of trying to look so much at the other people and judge them and pick them apart and tear them down and say, okay, in order to lift her up, I got to tear him down. In order to lift him up, I got to bring her down. No. People getting speak on people getting counseling to help address internal struggles. I am all for counseling. Okay? And that's the thing. I speak from experience. I'm not on here just saying stuff just to like be judged, like, oh, you need to heal. I'm not going to tell you that if I hadn't healed, I wouldn't talk about the importance of mental health and therapy and counseling and everything if I've never partaken. Baby, I had a counselor and a psychiatrist at the same time. It was there like 3 times a week. All right. So it is very important. We have to get rid of that stigma. You don't need to talk to nobody. Don't put your business in the streets. You can do it on your own. No, you cannot. Sometimes you need professional help. Get it. It's there for a reason. Yes, and recognizing you have to heal is the first step. That's another thing. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But you can't lead him to water if he doesn't even know he's thirsty. So it's the same thing. You have to recognize that there are broken areas. You know what? I do need to heal from that. Recognize it, accept it, put the work in, and then keep pressing forward. Keep going. Yes, no. If you're excuse me, if you're tearing yourself down and lift others up, that's all you're doing. It's like you don't need to do that. There is no reason why we have to go at each other in order to make it at all. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in dimming somebody else's light so mine can shine or whatever. I am all for, let me tell you something. I love when I'm surrounded by people who are winning in life. And when I say winning in life, I don't care if it's somebody who went from riding the bus and they just bought their first used car. Your progress. If it's somebody who went from an apartment to buying a home, or somebody who went from their parents' house to get into an apartment, or a degree or a certificate or whatever. When people are winning in life and doing things to make them happy and doing things to set them on a path for greatness, when that's going on around me, it comes back on me. I am all for that. I'm all for everybody coming up here, and not staying down here. All right, guys, I am going to now sign off. All right. So remember, this is a place where we win together or lose apart. Same team. Thank you for watching. Go back through, comment, share, like, all that kind of stuff. If you are not following me on social media, if you are on other social media channels, go ahead and do that. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, a little bit on Facebook. And yes, you can support me through PayPal, Cash App, all of that. I love you all. Thank you for your support. Have an amazing week on purpose.